We have Ethereum, symbol ETH, versus the dollar, being requested by Mr. Nathan McMillan. It must be Scottish or Irish, maybe. Anyways, with that said, Ethereum, very, very interesting right here. We do still operate on higher lows and higher highs, obviously, a massive corrected move as well, alongside all of that. But as you can see right here, as long as this thing does essentially remain above about 32.30, which is, admittedly very far away from current price action, does hold the higher lows rather valiantly on the daily specifically. Now, speaking of the daily, let's see what momentum oscillators look like. And this is very interesting to me. We've seen this on several altcoins as well, where the BBWP, our volatility indicator, will actually trend down, especially on that September 7th move, which is incredibly interesting to me because that does align with a corrective move first and foremost, and a corrective move within the context of an uptrend would be a higher low, and that's what we do have for right now. So where would I start to invalidate this one and start to say that, hey, this one's, this one is going to be heading much lower? Again, that would be below about 32.50, I believe, or 32.30, whatever it was. That would be the area right there. And we do have, if this thing does confirm a higher low right here, which we'll talk about soon enough, it will actually have another drive of hidden bullish divergence come off this current low. How would it confirm a higher low? Well, in this case, I'd be a lot more erring on the conservative side, but I'd like to see at least a 4-hour total closure above about 3,600 or so. If that can happen, that'll look pretty damn good. Now, short term, I would be looking for this one to try another move, actually somewhere around about 3,600 or so, or short term and medium term, I suppose. And then come back to it after that. But we do see momentum oscillators like Jewel are pointing a little bit northwards, not supported by the DMI right now, which is not a good sign for like a great move, but a short-term move, very likely implied. And BBWP on the 4-hour is starting to contract a bit there as well, so a bit of a sideways move, at worst. And then I'd be looking for. Well, if it does plop back above 3,600, then I would be looking for the daily to play out. And if that plays out, I'd be looking for a retest of the highs of this run. Now, with that said, you go down to the 4-hour as well. I could also front run a trend reversal, or sorry, yes, I could front run a trend reversal with any sort of a 4-hour total closure below about 3,300. Now, with that said, I would be looking for this one to swipe back down around about $3,000. Then probably set up for a move lower over time. But for right now, I give it the benefit of the doubt just based off of the prior trend in this case, looking pretty damn okay right there at the very least. Anyways, go check out momentum oscillators over here like Stokes. And we can see that daily actually is healthily coming down as long as below about 3,900. So this thing's not going to be doing anything like too interesting anytime soon, at least in my opinion. 12-hour coming much further down as well. 3,900 going to be the magical number right there. So again, at very best, this thing does range. I don't think it's going to be reclaiming or trending like some of the other coins that we have seen today towards the all-time highs anytime soon. And we got the 4-hour over here, which is showing 33.46 right now, which are currently about $50 above. So I do suspect that this one does try somewhere around about 3,600. I want to see if we start to close 4-hour dildos above there. If that starts to happen, I would start to extend those targets over the next couple of days back around probably 38 or 3,900, and that's going to look really, really good for the long term. Hourly is healthily down as long as we are below 35.24. And other than that, I don't really have any strong opinions on this one. I'd be looking for the next hourly breakout back above about 35.40, and then probably be looking for the 4-hour move to play out into the low 3,600s or so. So you can kind of see the way forwards on this one. But I'm curious what the buy daily looks like. And again, another chart that's just bouncing off the 21 yet again. 3-day, same thing. Literally the same fucking thing. 5-day, bit of a corrective move right there, but until this thing actually even trades below the last 5-day low, I would certainly not call any like macro reversals here. And as it is right now, I'd actually give it the benefit of the doubt. Again, a 4-hour below about 3,300 would be a humongous warning signal. And in fact, I think that would be front runnable for looking for a reversal back down, probably back down to like low $3,000. If you want to play it by the books, the daily would say 32.30 would be my reversal region. Until then, I'd be looking for short-term bounce regions and then see if it can actually clear above that 3,600 level or so on a 4-hour. And that hopefully is all that we got for this one right now. Hopefully that was helpful, and there we go.